From vanished planes to mid-air disasters. Here's our list of the top 8 deadliest plane crashes in the last 10 years, from 2014 to 2024. Number 8. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 on March 8, 2014. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 disappeared from radar screens. Approximately 3 hours into its journey while flying from Kuala Lumpur International Airport to Beijing, the Boeing 777-2200ER was carrying 227 passengers and 12 crew members. Despite being one of the busiest air routes in the world, no trace of the aircraft or its final resting place has ever been found. After an extensive underwater search spanning 1 year and covering an area twice the size of the United Kingdom came up empty-handed. The search was officially suspended in January 2017, while the cause of the disappearance remains unknown. Various theories have been proposed, including mechanical issues, pilot error, and hijacking. The lack of concrete answers has left a profound impact on the families of those involved, who continue to seek closure. Number 7. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH17. Just 7 months after the disappearance of Flight MH370, another Malaysia Airlines flight met with a tragic fate. On July 17, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 17, a Boeing 777-2200ER, was flying from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur when it was shot down over the conflict zone in eastern Ukraine, killing all 298 people on board. An international investigation led by the Dutch Safety Board concluded that the plane was hit by a Russian-made surface-to-air missile. The incident occurred amid heightened tensions between Russia and Ukraine following Russia's annexation of Crimea earlier that year. The downing of Flight MH17 escalated global political tensions and strained relations between Russia and the West. The tragedy prompted calls for accountability and justice as the international community sought to determine the responsibility for the incident. Number 6. Germanwings Flight 9525. On March 11, 2015, Germanwings Flight 9525. A 2-year-old Airbus A320 was en route from Spain to Germany when it tragically crashed into the French Alps, killing all 150 people on board. The aircraft was being flown by a 34-year-old German co-pilot, who intentionally put the plane into a descent and ultimately crashed it. This shocking revelation came to light through the analysis of the flight data recorder. It raised questions about the co-pilot's mental state and the airline's protocols. The incident sparked widespread discussions regarding mental health within the aviation industry and prompted airlines to review their safety procedures to prevent such catastrophic incidents in the future. Number 5. Russian Metrojet Flight 9268. On October 31, 2015, a Russian passenger plane, Metrojet Flight 9268, was flying from Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt to St. Petersburg in Russia, when it exploded over Egypt's Sinai Peninsula shortly after takeoff, killing all 224 passengers and crew members on board. The disaster was later claimed by the Islamic State group through their media channel, according to reports. An improvised explosive device planted in the plane's luggage hold detonated mid-flight. The incident raised concerns about airport security measures in Egypt and the involvement of terrorist groups in aviation-related terrorism. Following the crash, several countries, including the United Kingdom and Russia, temporarily suspended flights from Sharm el-Sheikh. Authorities launched a joint investigation to determine the cause of the explosion and the extent of any security lapses that may have contributed to the tragedy. Number 4. Lion Air Flight 610. On October 29, 2018, Lion Air Flight 610, a Boeing 737 MAX 8, crashed into the Java Sea just 13 minutes after takeoff from Jakarta in Indonesia. The plane was en route to Bali when it tragically lost altitude, touched the water, and ultimately broke apart. Of the 189 people on board, there were no survivors. The investigation revealed that a faulty sensor in the Boeing 737 MAX system provided erroneous data, leading to a malfunction known as an angle of attack, or AOA sensor. This malfunction triggered the Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System, or MCAs, which repeatedly pushed the plane's nose downward, causing the crash. The incident highlighted flaws in the design of the Boeing 737 MAX and the certification process, prompting worldwide lawsuits against Boeing and raising concerns about the credibility of the aircraft manufacturer. As a result, all Boeing 737 MAX. Aircraft were grounded until further investigations were conducted and appropriate modifications were made to the aircraft. Number 3. Ethiopian Airlines, Flight 302. On March 10, 2019, just 5 months after the Lion Air crash, another 737 MAX aircraft, Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, crashed near Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, killing all 157 people on board. The similarities between this crash and the Lion Air disaster prompted swift action as all MAX aircraft were grounded worldwide. The final investigation report confirmed that a faulty hour sensor triggered the MCAS system, leading to the nose of the plane pitching downward and the subsequent loss of control. Both crashes resulted in the loss of valuable lives and had a significant impact on the aviation industry. They sparked massive reforms in airplane certification and safety regulations aimed at preventing similar tragedies from occurring in the future. The grounding of the 737 MAX fleet highlighted the importance of rigorous testing and the need for continuous improvement in aviation standards. Number 2. Pakistan International Airlines Flight 8303. On December 7, 2020, Pakistan International Airlines Flight 8303, an Airbus A320, was attempting to land at Karachi Airport in Pakistan when it crashed into homes in a residential area. The plane was en route to Islamabad from Lahore. Out of the 99 passengers and 7 crew members on board, only 2 survived. The Pakistan Deadliest investigation determined that the probable cause of the crash was the pilot's failure to properly manage the approach to the runway, leading to a loss of terrain separation. They also cited inadequate communication between the pilots and the air traffic controller as a contributing factor. The incident sparked outrage among the families of the victims. Due to the lack of accountability and the government's perceived efforts to cover up the incident, the crash prompted calls for greater transparency and stricter safety measures within the aviation industry in Pakistan. Number 1. China Eastern Airlines Flight MU5735. On March 21, 2022, China Eastern Airlines Boeing 737,800, known as MU5735, was flying from Kunming to Guangzhou, China when it dove vertically into a mountain in the Wuzhou City region of Guangxi Province, killing all 132 people on board. The aircraft was at an altitude of 29,000 feet when it suddenly began to descend, reaching a maximum descent rate of 125,000 feet per minute before impact. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. However, early findings suggest that a possible software problem with the Boeing 737-800 contributed to the accident. The impact was so forceful that it left a 20-meter or 65-foot deep crater. Rescuers have found the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder, which contain crucial information about the incident. Despite these advancements, the investigation has been hindered by limited data access due to China's tight control over information related to the crash. This has raised concerns about the transparency of the investigation process. Aviation experts from around the world have been eager to analyze the flight recorders to gain insights into the factors that caused the crash. However, they have been unable to access the data due to the Chinese government's restrictions. This lack of access has fueled speculation and uncertainty regarding the true cause of the accident. We hope you found this video informative, and we appreciate your support. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more informative content like this. Your feedback is important to us, so please leave a comment below to share your thoughts or suggestions. Thanks again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.